Welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and when it's up for free with the notifications. They're gonna face the Jazz. Wait, no, no, no. The Jazz is 2-6. Let's see. Let's get it. Playing on the road, the Jazz had Darren Fox, Garrett Galloway, Clifton Haywood, Tajay, and I didn't even knock upon else for say, and DeAndre Ayton. Let's get it.
A quick peek into the locker room as the players get set for the game. Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Grant.
Absolutely, BA. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. They've got Dennis Schroeder. Ben Simmons is out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Whitehead in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Fox off the inbound. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Galloway, covered by Schroeder. Pass to Hayward. Here's Awoma. Here's Galloway. That three's off the mark. Brooklyn with the ball. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Sinks it from distance.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform?
I'm not going greatest player, BA. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
Now here's Fox. He had 9 points in his last time out.
Stay with it.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Ayton. He's off on that one. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And here's Edwards outside. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
You want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And Utah calls time here. With a break here, let's see which teams racked up the assists during last year's campaign. Number 1, the Nets.
It was a joy to watch these guys play. Constant ball movement and player movement. Defenses were worn out by the end of games.
Hayward finds Fox. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. From deep, Hayward. The rebound by Ben Simmons.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Edwards has got 10.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Fox outside.
Oh.
Hayward outside. Ayton with a screen. Here's Woma. The Jazz again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And Edwards slams it in.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Ayton. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I'll tell you, this guy can be an overwhelming force. DeAndre Ayton, terrific, using his size to get the defender to commit.
George, he's checked in for Utah. Brooklyn leading by 6. Oh, and the jam by Simmons.
Oh, my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's George. And he's going for the lob. Hey, the slam by Hayward.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Here's Edwards. Really played well against Indiana in his last game.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Edwards for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 5. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one. Galloway, the pass to George. Here's Galloway, guarded by Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
That is the long arms and defensive prowess of Ben Simmons on display.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. A minute 9 left in the first. George, no good.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Who's watching here?
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by Edwards.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Nails it from 3. Edwards got 17.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
George passes to Woodson. Here's Sensabaugh. Shoots. And another miss by Utah. Nets leading by 8. Here's Schroeder. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Sensabaugh. From behind the arc. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn out in front, up by 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
George out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Woodson in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Fox deciding where to go with it. Over Edwards. And it's Fox missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Watford gets the bucket.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Woodson. Let's go with a three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Simmons has got 5 rebounds tonight. His first shot coming late.
And
he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Jazz trail by 12. Fox outside. Fox gets it to go inside.
You can't lose sight of Fox or allow him to feel comfortable looking to score this close.
Watford outside. Sinks the train. Watford's got 5 now.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Fox, that's good.
There's some contact there, but Fox just refuses to let that hold him back.
Brooklyn leading by 11. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And the Nets another three.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Utah calls timeout. Brett, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And it's Fox missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And here's Schroeder outside. The rebound by Awola. Jazz trail by 14. Fox, the pass to George. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Schroeder can't get it to go. For Utah, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Galloway. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got 7 rebounds in the game. From outside the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Fox. He's got 6. George outside. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Galloway. Beyond the arc. Utah with another miss. Now Edwards. And here's Schroeder outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
I just love the ball movement.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will first leg of just a 2-game trip for them. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Schroeder. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Schroeder's got 5.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Fox. No good again that time. Brooklyn leading by 20. Edwards with it. 22 points for him. It's rebounded by George.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
Here's Galloway. 3-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And Utah calls time here. A different look for Utah. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Hayward in for Fox. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of this one. George finds Ayton. Hayward with a screen on Edwards. Here's George. True on the 14-footer. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Right back.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Utah has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Ayton passes to George. Here's Awoma. Pass to George. 4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Offensive rebound. Ayton with it. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
I like that decision.
Look at that. Oh, your headphone either. Everybody want to go eat. Going back.
Right there. Don't try to force a shot inside. Kick it out.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Let's go clear it up.
27 seconds left in the first half. Here's Woodson. Still no points. The shot, no good. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Now Edwards with the drive.
Oh, wow! He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. He can't get it to go, and so it's the Brooklyn Nets continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Utah Jazz.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
You know, I think for Brooklyn, I don't look at win-loss records at this point. I want to see improvement from game to game.
I wish fans saw it that way. Most of the time, it's about instant gratification.
Lose, got improved, got better each year, bro.
And that's it for halftime.
Third quarter, let's go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a rough. Away. Nets leading by 22. Kicking off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's five. We've got Ben Simmons.
Can you say elevation?
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Fox. And too long on the shot.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Here's Edwards. Oh, wow! And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You need to bring a lot of help to stop him.
Man, with his elevation, he might just rise above it anyway. Pass to Iwoma. Fox against Edwards. Now here's Aiden. Hey, it's blocked by Simmons.
Right.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Here's Watford. Misses off the right iron. And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Hayward outside. Back to Galloway. Pass to Iwoma. 5 on the clock. Launches it. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Here's Edwards.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
3.
And Utah calls time here.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. Number 1, the Nets.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the three ball is nowadays in our game.
Pass to Iwoma. Here's Fox. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Goes up on the wing. And he can't get that one. Good D by Watford.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And here's Edwards. He's got 34. And Edwards slams it in.
He's putting the team on his back. Incredible scoring performance thus far.
The Jazz have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half.
Over there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Galloway, the pass to Hayward. Fox outside. To end the drought. Gets the 3 to fall. Fox has got 9.
Boy, that was a much more bucket in the second half, and now 1 for 5.
Edwards for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Galloway. From 12 feet. The rebound by Simmons. Simmons has got rebound number 11. And here's Edwards outside. Hits the trifecta. Edwards has got 39.
You love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Galloway, the pass to Aiden. And here's Fox.
No.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
B.A., I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
Edwards against Fox. Shoots it from the high post, and that's good for 2. Fox has got 13.
The sweet stroke of Fox. Lefties always make it look so good.
Edwards for 3, and the Nets another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
George scanning the floor. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Schroeder. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And so he makes both from the line.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 10 in the third and looking in control. Edwards for 3. And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Hart. Pass to Woodson. Oh, nice D from Schroeder.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. George against Edwards. From the high post. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. George has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. It hasn't taken them two. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Smith, and it's Woodson in at the three. That's the group for Utah right now. George against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. Now here's George. Smith with a screen on Schroeder. Inside. Out to Fox. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking...
Come on. Get out the way. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
11 feet out. Utah with another miss. Brooklyn shooting the ball 70% in this game. Here's Watford. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A bit undersized, his hops make him a legit small ball four.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Woodson. Shot on the wing. And Watford pulls it down. Watford's got 8 rebounds in the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for Utah. Jemison.
The Nets have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And here's Schroeder outside. And Jemison pulls. It down. The Jazz have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Fox. The rebound by the Nets. Whitehead's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, here's Simmons. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. To end the run, basket counts. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
There's a screen.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
For the Jazz, Aiden, he's checked in for Jemison. Awoma comes in for Sensabaugh, and it's Hayward in for George. Here's Awoma. Watford covering. Aiden with a screen. Here's Awoma. Pure from three-point range. Awoma's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Whitehead. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
Fox against Edwards. Pass to Galloway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Edwards, a pass to Watford. Outside Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
For a guy who's a little bit smaller at the guard position, Schroeder is fearless. I think he likes contact.
Hayward, the pass to Aiden. Over to the wing. Fox finds Aiden. Back to Fox. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Champ.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Out to Fox. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Here's Edwards. Another one falls. Amazing. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Edwards against Fox. Over Edwards. And it's Fox missing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Whitehead. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Galloway. And it's good. 2 points.
Hold it.
So so we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise.
I'm going to face the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic is 504. It was one of those. Going to John Morant, Lex Perkins, Fred Water, Paul Machado, and Curtis Colorado. Let's get it.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
So the next starting five. Watford out there with Whitehead. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Edwards in at the point guard position. Now here's Simmons. He takes it in, and Simmons slams it in.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Out of the Raptors. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now, here's Wagner. 12 points his last outing. Pass to Banchero. Banchero was screened for Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up, Jay.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now Morant. Wagner from long range. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
As a passer, Morant has developed great instincts, and he's going to exploit those gaps in the D.
Morant against Schroeder. Going inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Wagner following the bucket by the Nets. Good ball movement here by the Magic. They set the pick. Now here's Morant for 3. Simmons pulls it in. Nets leading by 5. Schroeder finds Watford. And dunked by Watford.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Suggs, he's checked in for the Magic. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see which teams have been the NBA's best in the rebounding department. Number 1, the Nets.
They are tenacious when it comes to attacking the backboard. Physical, smart, and determined. No surprise to see them at the top of the ranking.
Now here's Morant. He had 15 points last outing. Now here's Banchero. And that one drops for him.
And the more Banchero knocks down shots, the more comfortable he's going to be in the league.
Here's Whitehead. And here we can check out the story for him.
Hey, guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And Orlando making a change here. Nunnally's checked in. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Whitehead. Guarded by Morant. Here's Watford. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trail by 5. And Banchero. Here we go. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skill?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line, but he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
There's Whitehead. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does, and it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure. Pass to Suggs. Morant sets a screen for Suggs. Now Banchero. Covered by Watford. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Up top, Edwards. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Morant.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
He just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one.
No, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here. Guys, the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense. creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And something else that I like is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
7-4 for the Nets. They've got Ben Simmons. Watford out there with Whitehead. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Edwards in at the 1. Suggs passes to Portis. Pass to Nunley. Six to shoot. Here's Suggs. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
Here's Whitehead. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Wagner outside. Schumacher covered by Watford. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Magic making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. He's in the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is. And teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of keeping the arc the same all the way around, which would eliminate the corner three.
Here is Edwards. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldrich. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Good on the shot. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've got into a nice flow this quarter.
Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches and jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
You did a lot of winning down there.
We did.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Magic have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. Paulo Banchero's checked in for the Magic. John Morant comes in for Jalen Suggs.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And Orlando making a change here. Nunnally's checked in. Portis a screen on Schroeder. Perkins on top. He's guarded by Schroeder. No good from Perkins.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here is Simmons. And he slams it down right on top of Bobby Portis.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against Utah. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
And
a chance here to look at the numbers for Ja Morant. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game, his peripheral vision. That makes him such a great floor leader. Schroeder outside. 1:56 left now here in the second.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Morant kicks to Portis. And it's Perkins in the corner. Morant against Edwards. Great D that time from Edwards. Nets leading by 12. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Edwards. Watford with it. Drives to the hoop. And slam dunk by Watford.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Bounce pass from Banchero. Drills the three-pointer. Nutley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, he can get you the ball in a number of ways. That time with a great bounce pass.
Here's Schroeder, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And it's Banchero missing. And so it's Brooklyn with it. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow. Quite a stretch.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
And this building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Whitehead passes to Watford. Great defense that time from Banchero. Perkins for three. Not going to go that time. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb for the Orlando Magic.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
A look here now at the Magic. They've started this season on the right foot, something we kind of expected given their offseason. We'll see if this is a pace they can maintain as the year rolls on.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
Let's get third quarter started. Let's go.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Morant is out there with Perkins. And it's Koloko in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down one, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam team.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 11 points.
And that three-point shot has really evolved for Ja, becoming a bigger part of his game.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Nets leading by 19. Teardrop shot. Great defense that time from Banchero. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Koloko. Basket good.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Nets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. No good from Simmons.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is why you must get Simmons out of the paint. So fantastic when it comes to finishing above the rim.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Jalen Suggs is checked in for Perkins. Now we get a chance to view the NBA leaders in assists. Ja Morant is second.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And Carroll passes to Morant. Here's Wagner. Inside. Here's Koloko. He can't get that one. Simmons with the defensive effort. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Outside Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And there's... Oh, wow, what a great inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
And that could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. The 3 from Morant. A rebound by the Nets. Schroeder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Back to Morant. Over Edwards. Edwards with the block. And Edwards slams it in.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Banchero is screened for Wagner. Shot to stop the run, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wagner's got 11 points. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. 46 seconds left in the third.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Pass to Suggs. Banchero outside. Right wing. Now here's Morant for three. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Takes the three. And it's Banchero missing. Watford finds Schroeder. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court for the Nets getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Whitehead. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Edwards. Then there's Trendon Watford. And it's Simmons in at the center. Now Schroeder. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Perkins, the pass to Banchero. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
And he's going to be a consistent scorer when he can get those shots to fall. Defense has to do a better job against Banchero inside.
Pass to Whitehead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Nets.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And also the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it.
Brooklyn in control. Edwards inside, covered by Perkins. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Whitehead deciding where to go with it. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Banchero up top. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Suggs kicks to Portis. Perkins against Schroeder. It's clocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. His last touch by Schroeder. Here's Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. Releases from 15. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And they need his offense right now. But his shot is just not falling.
Edwards and out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
You know, I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic. There's Wagner with the 3. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Whitehead, and he jams it with authority.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Wagner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Simmons. Here he goes. And Simmons slams it in.
Look at the power Simmons puts behind his drive, making it tough for the defense to stop it.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fires from deep. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner.
Showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Edwards drives in. That one drops for him. Edwards got 29 in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Champ.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
Here's Edwards. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
92-55.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Brooklyn. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Morant looking around. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game,